What is up, my brothers and sisters? Um, in the end times, it says there will be war and rumors of war. With that being said, uh-oh. With that being said, what does that actually mean? Does it mean that we will actually be at war with each other, every country? See, I don't really think that countries will be at war with each other. There's too many things going on in the world that would cause countries to not go to war. This is why it would only be rumors of war. But it does say war and rumors of war. And again, what does that mean? Well, the reason why I think that countries will not really be at war with each other is because when the time comes, it won't be war, it'll be annihilation, such as nuclear bombs. But that comes later. First come the tanks. Well, the tanks have already rolled in. Then comes the nukes. Well, the nukes are on their way. That's not war. That's slaughter. That's annihilation. War would mean, what is the definition of war? War would mean that two sides have equal opportunity of fighting each other for a win. Well, when you're using nuclear bombs, nobody wins. Everybody loses. Therefore, it's more annihilation and slaughter than it is an actual war. But it hasn't got to that yet. And the reason why I think countries won't really ever get to war to each other is because there's too many things going on in each country that they have to deal with on their own. It's not so much that every country is trying to destroy you and annihilate its population, because again, when it comes to nuclear bombs, that comes later, annihilation and slaughter. That isn't war. That means that both sides are not having equal opportunity to fight each other. That means that both sides are totally obliterating each other, slaughtering, annihilation. With that being said, there's too much going on in each country. It's not so much that they're trying to kill off the population. I think it's more so that they're trying to hide the secret of what's actually going on. When what's actually going on is celestial bodies, angelic beings, and demonic beings are fighting for the very souls of this planet and the planet as a whole. With that being said, they're doing more of a job to cover up that secret than to let you know what's actually truly happening. This doesn't mean that they're trying to annihilate you, because all of the above will do that on its own. Annihilation comes later when everybody realizes this. So, on top of the celestial bodies and all the divine beings, will be human nature destroying itself. The reason why they would destroy you and everything else is because you have now found out the secret and they're covering their own asses. Okay? With that being said, China is flooding. Everybody's dying. There's catastrophes and tragedies happening everywhere at all times. It has intensified in every country, in the world as a whole. So, when this happens, you have to divert funds from your country to cover up that secret. Well, that means that costs money. When that costs money, that means there goes your economic growth, such as crops, health, and all the other above. So then that means you don't have money for actual war. So what is we are witnessing is actually just war games and saber rattling, beating on the war drums, beating on each other's chests, creating intimidation and a good show. Because for so long we've been biting our nails thinking, when will this war start? Putin said he was going to annihilate us with nukes like what, a year and a half ago every time, and he said if we ever intervened it would come down to that. Well, we sent money, we sent money, we sent money again, we sent more money, we sent weapons, we sent jets, we sent tanks, we sent cluster bombs, we sent all the above. So like, if Putin was really stating this, like, is he just bluffing? Does he really even have nukes? How come the nukes haven't dropped? Is he waiting for the perfect time? Or maybe they don't have nukes at all and it's just a bluff and it's all propaganda. Well, there's no reason to drop nukes either when there's mass amounts of meteors coming to riddle this place and make it look like Swiss cheese. That all comes for free. Yeah, for free. So, with that being said, the saying goes, a house cannot stand if it is divided. Well, let me give you some examples. When it comes to the Republicans and Democrats of America, for instance, there could never be a civil war. Why? Because the factions of, like, let's say the Republicans or the Democrats would fight amongst themselves. You fight amongst your own households. How can you ever be on one side when everyone is on so many sides? It can never happen. It would never stand, and it would never work. You can't even have conversations with your own family and your own households without getting into an argument because there's so many lies and theories that even if someone came across to tell you the actual truth, you would not believe it.